Live from Levi's Lounge in San Francisco, this is the Jim Rome Show on CBS Sports Radio.
You're on. What's cracking? We are live in the city by the Bay. That's how it sounds from the Levi's Lounge.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up, y'all? How is everybody?
Awesome.
Is there a Raider fan in the house?
Yes, sir.
Why is everybody tweeting at me, wanting me to talk about the size of Jack Del Rio's testicles? That's what I'm getting. What's up? Welcome to the program. I'm Jim Rome. Normally I'm broadcasting from the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day. But today I am on the road. It is a station visit. I'm here on behalf of KNBR 1050. We are in the Levi's Lounge. All right? This is very elite. This is very select. This is very intimate. I've done a lot of shows in a lot of places. No lie, this is one of the best I've ever seen. So thank you very much for coming out, y'all. I appreciate it. Telephone number is toll-free, 1-800-636-8686. And normally when I'm on the road and we do the Super Bowl, I can roll a lot of guests through. I'm not going to say it's like a Super Bowl day. We've got a lot of people that are coming through the lounge. Oh, in fact, before I get to that, let me read one tweet. JakeMan517, stoked to be hanging out in the Levi's Lounge today. Can I get a hella yeah?
That's right here, baby.
Alvin. Alvin, can we get a hella yeah?
That's what I'm saying.
No longer the Deca yeah, but it's a hella yeah. Alvin killing it on Monday. All right, Alvin, thank you very much. We're talking Raider football. You can give me a call if you want. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that's a good way to go too. Follow me at Jim Rome. You can also hit me up in an email, Rome, R-O-M-E, @habitake.com. As I mentioned, we are loading the program up. Here's how it looks. Coming up in about 15 minutes, Pete Prisco from CBS will join us to break down the first weekend in the NFL. Here on set, the following guests. Conzo Martin, Cal basketball coach, joins us. He will be here at about 40 past the hour. Yogi Roth is a Pac-12 network analyst. He'll join us in hour number 2. Warriors GM Bob Myers, also right here in Levi Lounge. That's coming up at 10:20 local time. Very intimidating figure. Dr. Harry Edwards will be here. He is a noted sports sociologist. We'll talk about Colin Kaepernick. We'll talk about some of the things that are going on around the NFL with the doc. Tom Tolbert, KNBR legend. Will be here a little bit later on. So this is how it all sets up. Now, on a Monday like this, I'm in the Bay Area. There are a lot of different places I could start after week 1 of the season. You got the Cowboys going brain dead again, finding a way to lose. You've got the Chargers going to Arrowhead and turning a 17-point fourth-quarter lead into one of the worst losses you will ever see. You've got the Patriots going to Arizona without Brady or Gronk, and they still get over. RG3 getting dinged in his debut.
That's odd.
Yeah, that is odd, isn't it? But I'm in the Bay Area, so there's really only one place to start, and that is with the Oakland Raiders. Can I hear that, Alvin? Can you turn that up a little bit louder? That cat has a brass pair. A brass pair. Going for 2 on the road with 47 seconds left takes stones. Massive stones. You know the save call. You take the extra point, you play for the tie, you see what you can do in overtime. Literally everybody else in the NFL is going to do it just like that. Every other coach is going to do it like that, but Jack is not about the save call. The autumn wind is a pirate. Jack Del Rio is a gambler. So big man didn't see it as a gamble, nor was it even a question as to what he was going to do. Quote, everyone knew about our strategy. I didn't really ask for any feedback there. I said, when we score here, we go for 2 and we win it right here. End of quote. He called a shot, they execute, and that's exactly how it went. David Carr finds Seth Roberts in the end zone, and that cut the Saints lead to 34-33. They don't go for the save play, they go for the win. He connects with Michael Crabtree on a fade for a 1-point lead, and the internet breaks.
Yes, sir.
The Raiders are here. And even when the Saints missed that game-winning 61-yarder and the dust settled, it was clear that nobody had a better tweet than Jack's daughter, Lauren. She tweeted, when your dad's balls are trending. Raider Nation.
Yes, sir.
So good.
Fantastic.
When your dad's balls are trending. What a weekend for the Del Rios. Son Luke had a huge game quarterbacking the Gators on Saturday, and dad's testicles are trending after a big win. That phrase statement win. That phrase gets thrown around quite a bit. But that was a real statement win for the Raiders because that's not about strategy. That's about philosophy. That's about attitude. That's about swagger. Their philosophy being just win, baby. So I want to say that week 1 is a little too early to be declaring season-defining wins, but that could very well be a season-defining win for the Raiders because that said everything you need to know about Jack and his crew. And they had every reason to lose that game, right? 14 penalties. They're on the road. They get shredded by Drew Brees, and they still win.
Right.
Not pretty, but it's a win. And a damn awesome win at that. So after all that offseason hype about the Raiders, nothing would have been worse for them to go on the road, go into the tank, and have it look like the same old Raiders, finding a way to get close and not finish. But they did. And a flight home from New Orleans is feeling a whole lot different at 1-0 than 0-1.
Oh, yeah.
And one more thing about Jack. Just because the game was over doesn't mean that he was done and he turned the page and he moved on. In fact, Big Jack was just getting started. He took some of that same swagger to Twitter. Not as good as his daughter's swag. But ESPN stats and info account tweeted, based on ESPN's win probability model, the Raiders had a 51% chance to win if they kicked the PAT, 44% chance if they went for 2. Jack tweets, and I quote, "Good thing ESPN isn't coaching the Raiders."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fire! That is some straight fire right there.
Yeah.
Jack Del Rio manned the hell up, believed in his team, and they rewarded him for it. And I know it's only one game, and nobody ever won a Super Bowl or lost a Super Bowl the first week, but that's a hell of a tone setter. And I gotta say, that feels like a playoff team to me. This year feels different.
Yeah.
The Raiders feel different.
Woo!
That feels like a playoff team to
Winning
me.
the division.
All right? Raider fan, can I get some in
Yes,
here?
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
That was brass. Are there any Niner fans on this house? Not making as much
Right
noise
here,
as the Raider
right here, right here.
Raider fans drowning you out, Niner fans. That's all right.
Like
That's all right.
usual.
Bills Mafia in the house. Bro, you know you lost yesterday. You know Rex Ryan's still your coach today. That's all right. Bills Mafia everywhere. All right, so we're setting it up. We are live in San Francisco. We're at the Levi's Lounge. Let me, I will send a picture out on Twitter so you can get a sense of what we're dealing with right here. But it's a very intimate setting. I've got maybe 50 people in this lounge, invite only, and I've been on the road in a lot of places, but I have never seen a place this cool. The biggest acts come here, the biggest bands come here, and every once in a while they'll let in an AM radio scrub like me. I'm living large, man. I'm living the dream. All right, so we've got that set. We've got all of our guests. I will be here for the next few hours. Let's do this. Anybody on the outside want in, hit me up on Twitter at Jim Rome. Also call us 1-800-636-8686. Once again, Pete Prisco coming up next segment. Consul Martin coming up later on this hour. Yogi Roth is going to talk college football with us here in studio. Warriors GM Bob Myers, one of the most interesting guys I know, coming up in hour number 2. Dr. Harry Edwards in the 3rd hour. And Tom Tolbert's going to close the show like he always does. My man Tommy T, I'll never forget. He first came to the jungle when he was still a player in the NBA. Now, all of you here in the Bay Area know Tom Tolbert. You know what he's about. He's had this amazing career. This is a guy who admitted to me that when he played for the LA Clippers, he would slam beers at halftime in the locker room. I like this dude. I like this dude. Then I made the mistake once. Tolbert comes on my TV show when I got started way back in the mid-'90s on ESPN2. And he comes in for the show, and he's got to go to the airport. I'm like, hey, man, let's go to the restaurant before you go. We'll have a beer. Tolbert drank 3 beers in 30 seconds. I'm like, bro, I can't match you 1 for 1. He leaves me. I roll out under the table, and he gets on his plane. He leaves. That's the Tom Tolbert I know, and he will be in hour number 3 with some of those great stories. All right, so let me do this. I'm going to take a short time out. We are live in San Francisco.
Yes, sir.
We're at the Levi's Lounge.
Yes, sir.
When we come back, we reset the entire weekend with Pete Prisco. Once again, your phone number is toll-free, 1-800-636-8686. Everybody in the lounge, get me to break if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Good looking out.
Hella
You are
yeah.
not a clone. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hella
Right on my
yeah.
spot. You are not a clone if you don't hate buying dress shirts or business casual shirts for work. On the one end, you've got high quality, you've got style and shirts. They